Welcome back, students. I am your SST teacher Vandana Joshi and you are watching SST June. Students, today we are going to discuss another new chapter in a revision video, that is human resources. So in this chapter we are going to discuss about the population distribution, the factors which are affecting the distribution of population density, population growth, population change, life expectancy, and population composition, and many more other topics which are related to the human resources. So first of all, we will see what is the human resource. So students, as we know that there are many kind of resources. As a very first chapter we have studied that there are total 3 type of resources, that is the natural resources, human resources, and man-made resources. So natural resources, we know that land, soil, mineral, vegetation, wildlife, water, etc. But the human resources are a little bit different. Human resources cannot be discovered, developed, and utilized. The best use of these resources is only possible if human resource of that country is skilled and hardworking. So here we can say the quality of a country's human resource is more important than the quantity. Means the population doesn't work, the quantity doesn't work. The quality of people refers to the knowledge and skill, level of technological development, and their efficiency to develop resources that can be a proper human resource. So students, if we talk about in the field of population, we know the population is not equally distributed over the world. It is having a different pattern. So few areas which are having the moderate climate, they are having a lots of population as compared to the other parts. As you can see in this picture, the single most striking fact about the world population is that it is only not uniformly distributed. Okay, so there is 90% of world's population lives in the 10 or 20% of the land. So if we talk about the population, the highest population rate out of all the continent, that is in Asian continent. And two most populous country of the world, China and India, both are present in Asian continent, and many parts are there in the world, these are not having the equal distribution of population. So here we can say that more than 90% of world's population lives in the continents of the northern hemisphere, while the rest 10% of the population is confined to consistent of the southern hemisphere. And the most populous continents are the Asia and Europe, and the least crowded countries are South America. They are situated in South America, Africa, and Australia. Similarly, the population is less in polar regions, high mountains, tropical desert, and the thickly forested areas. But there are many factors which are affecting to the distribution of the population. These factors can be divided into two groups, that is the geographical factors and the human factors. If we talk about the geographical factors, these are relief, climate, soil, water, and minerals. And if we talk about the human factors, as a human is a social creature, so social factors are more influencing as compared to the geographical factors. In the social factors, the first one is the social factor, second is the cultural factor, third is the economical factor. If we talk about the social factor, that areas that offer better education and housing system and have better health facilities, such as Mumbai in India, have a higher concentration of people than smaller towns without such facilities. So always we are seeking that type of facilities. And cultural factors, we are also practicing the cultural festivals and many things. So social customs, beliefs, and attitude towards life also affect the distribution of population. So many places are there which are most populous as compared to the other, like Varanasi, Jerusalem, Vatican City, and so on. And economical factors, because we require more job opportunity in any area, so economical factors are also influencing the areas which are giving much more job opportunity. These are very populated or crowded area of that particular region. Here a word is that population density. So what is population density? Is the population density same as equal to the population distribution? No. Population density is a measurement of an average number of people living in an area. Generally, it is measured per square kilometer. So, the density of population is the number of people living in 1 square kilometer. The average density of population for the world is 56 persons per square kilometer. And in India, it has an average density of 360 persons per square kilometer. Student, it is not similar everywhere, it is average, but it varies from 13% per square kilometer in Arunachal Pradesh to more than 9,000 humans or persons per square kilometer in Delhi. So as you can see in this picture, it is showing the population density in the different area. So here you can see the densely populated area, moderately populated area, and sparsely populated area. Now let's see what is the population growth. In the population growth, it is increasing in a country population during a time. In the last 50 years, the world's population has more than doubled. At present, the countries of Africa, Asia, and South America are expecting a higher rate of population growth as compared to countries of Europe, North America, and Australia. And if we talk India, India occupies only 2.4% of the world's land area, and where almost 17.31% of the world's population lives. So here you can see in the 2.4% of the total land area, out of whole population, 17.31% of the world's population is living. So that is the population growth, which can be influenced by the death rate and the birth rate. Many more other factors are there. We are going to discuss about it. So how the population of any area is keep changing, because sometimes the population of area is same. So how it is changing? It is due to the birth or a death rate. What is the birth rate and the death rate? The birth rate is the number of births per 1,000 person, while the death rate is the number of deaths per 1,000 person. Until the 1800s, the world population grew steadily but slowly. Large number of babies were born, but they died early too. This was due to lack of health facilities, unavailabilities of sufficient food, and low productivity of food crops. But now these problems are resolved, so population growth is now going to be increased, which is now in the peak of the population explosion. So there are few factors which are affecting to the population change, that is immigration and emigration. Immigration means where people leave a country and move towards other countries, and immigration means in which people arrive in a country from other countries. That is known as immigration. Immigration, in other words, we can say in migration. Emigration, we can say out migration. So this is also a fact which is responsible for the population change, and other factors or we can say other things where the growth of population is average, that is known as the natural growth rate. So now let's see what is the life expectancy, because it is a more important word, life expectancy. What is that? Life expectancy refers to the number of years a person is expected to live based on the statistical average. It is an important indicator of the health and the quality of life in a country. So as you can see in this picture, earlier it was too much low, the life expectancy, but after being development of health facility, education, and the food grains and other fields, now the life expectancy is higher than the past time. Now students, we will see the population composition. So what is the population composition? To understand the role of people as a resource, we need to know more about their qualities in terms of age, gender, literacy level, health condition, occupations, and income level. These are the important determinants of population composition. Population composition refer to the structure of population. The composition of population help us to know how many are males or females, which age groups they belong to, how educated they are, and what type of occupations they are employed in, and what their income level and health condition are. That is known as a population composition. So as already I told you, there are few factors which are affecting to it. That is the age structure, age composition, gender ratio, and literacy rate of any level or any age group. Now the next topic, which is the most important topic, that is the population pyramid. You have seen the pictures of population pyramid in your book, where the population pyramid is also known as age pyramid, which refers to the number of females and male in different age groups. This is the graphical representation of population by age. The shapes of diagram is pyramid like, and so the name is population pyramid. A population pyramid shows the total population divided into various age groups like 5 to 9 years, 10 to 14 years, and so on till the highest life expectancy in that country. So population pyramid of less economically developed countries typically have a wide base and a narrow top. And if we talk about the other type of country, that why it is so, because of the represents a high birth rate and high death rate. This is because although many children was born, a large percentage of them die in their infancy. So that's why the population pyramid is having wide base and a narrow top. And decreased death rate allows a number of people to reach old age in that countries the population pyramid, like if you can see in Japan, the population pyramid from bottom it is not having a proper pyramid shape. Somewhere it is having broad edges, but somewhere it is narrow, but not totally in the form of a pyramid. So the population pyramid is showing the age and gender ratio in male and female. I think so these points are now clear to you. Here I am giving to you some important question answers which are very helpful to you, and you can also note down these question answers.